Hello once again to the Shivering Isles DLC. This is Ellie speaking. And yeah, I've done some organizing off screen. Got some books over here. Yeah, I know, an orc reading books, am I right? But yeah, this is the Dementia Inn's little guest room. I've decided we're gonna have a little bit of a sojourn here. We got all of the stuff that we don't need at the moment placed away here. Now, before we get back to our exploration of the Shivering Isles, I've got some reading material for us. The Fall of Vitharn, that fort that we saw in the last stream. It's about 19 pages, so I will try to keep it brief. Vitharn, the Fall. Shadow of War taught me orcs can be varied. Quite. Chapter 1, in which the Keep Vitharn is established and passes from the first generation of rule to the second. Count Vitharn, who built and appointed his keep from the mud of Dementia, gathered to himself any who would pledge themselves as liege. Nearby tribes of fanatics were united as vassals to protect his lands in line, and thus the Count lived out his days in the Isles. He and his Countess, Mawin, bore Sarin and Nuila, the first son and daughter of Vitharn. Sarin's, I'm gonna assume that's like a silent C. Sarin's mother and father believed that with the proper political influence, Sarin could certainly usurp Sheogorath and carry the Shivering Isles to a prosperous age. What is it with every single resident in this realm wanting to usurp Sheogorath? We've met like 3 now. We've met like 3 people who like want to be the head bitch in charge. Into a prosperous age. For his part, Count Vitharn refused to even acknowledge Sheogorath, thinking himself and his heirs irrefutable rulers of the Isles. This, of course, amused the mad god to no end, and so he allowed the marriage of Sarin to Sheenan Glade, daughter of an Argonian midwife who believed that the mortal sphere would afford her daughter nothing but hatred and oppression. Sheenan Glade was as excellent as a countess to Sarin as any in the Isles could ask for, wanting nothing but to bring pride and honor to her adopted house and court. For years her mind was untouched, living as she did in the heart of Dementia. Alas, none may reside too long in the Isles without the blessing of Lord Sheogorath, and so Sheenan Glade was finally pushed to the brink by the infidelity of her husband, the Count. Nobles, am I right? The aristocrats! Sarin was obsessively nepotistic and distrustful of anyone whom he shared no blood relation, including his bride, though Sheenan Glade bore a son by the Count, who disappeared from the Isles in his 20th year. It is known that the two shared their bed with decreasing frequency, as Sarin's paranoia grew, and he found himself in the arms of his birth sister, Nualia. Damn, this is becoming more and more like Camelot, isn't it? Who bore of their incestuous affair the heir apparent, Cesrian. There are those of us who remember, personally, the reign of Cesrian and his contribution to the fall of Vitharn. Is this just the fall of Camelot? Is that what I'm to glean from this? Okay, Chapter 2, in which the birth of Count Cesrian heralds a glorious, bloody, and brief age for Vitharn. Violent-natured and quick of temper, Cesrian sought enemies where there were none. His early days on the seat of Vitharn saw the extermination of every tribe of man, mer, or beast within the sight of the keep until none were left. His aggro range was insane. During his brief reign, much of the southeastern coastline of Dementia was unsafe to travel, littered with corpses of trespassers in the lands of Vitharn, staked to trees as territorial markers. Beside his sadistic temper, Count Cesrian of Vitharn was also known for his slow wit and ailing health. So he's got sleepy bitch disease and he's got, like, 0 brain cells. Lovely. Indeed, Cesrian was born with legs that seemed mismatched in length and breathed with a laborious rasp. Okay, now I'm getting Game of Thrones from this. As a youth, tutors were hard-pressed to school the dull boy. Midwives and nurses surrounded him, attending his every ailment with balms and vapors from every corner of the Isles, but when he became When he became of age, he sent them away, often becoming violent in their dismissal. Okay, Joffrey. Perhaps showing the influence of his father, Caesarion became increasingly introverted. Oh no, the horror! Allowing only a select few courtiers in his presence, he was seen in public only when organizing his vassal fanatics for yet another raid on the countryside. Atypically adhering to the desperate counsel of his advisors, Caesarion paused in his plundering to take a wife and ensure the continuation of Vitharn's noble line. The increasingly ill count chose a vibrant peasant woman as his betrothed from a heretic commune in the wilds of Mania. Indeed, Countess Jadine could not have been any more his opposite. Vassal fanatics, long loyal to their ancestral agreement with Count Vetrian, were inflamed by this heresy, and tensions grew as the health of Caesarion finally failed, and his young son, Syrian, ascended the throne of Vitharn. Chapter 3, in which conflict besets Vitharn and the Irenic Count Syrian is overwhelmed. Game of Thrones. If you're not covered in the blood of yourself or your enemies, then you're covered in something worse. Quite. Young Count Syrian had scarcely been seen in public before his hasty coronation in the Bailey of Vitharn Keep. Some say he still bore bruises from beatings at the feeble hand of his father during his final hours during the ceremony. Had Syrian been old enough to govern, his gentle, reserved demeanor may have been enough to ease the seething tension among the vassal tribe, but his mother, Countess Jadine, was forced to assume many of the duties her husband had so long ignored. By all accounts, Jadine was a fit countess, loved by her people, but the leaders of the vassal fanatics could not contain indefinitely her personal sentiments of outrage at her manic heritage. Despite her exceedingly tactful attempts at diplomacy, the animosity against her was deep-seated and grew over the years. It is perhaps admirable that the vassals remained true to the oaths for so long. When Syrian finally came of age to rule, the sheepish boy count tried in earnest to ascend gracefully, but his fear of the world was so great that even the shadow of a passing bird would startle him visibly. He was all but unable to address the people publicly, and when he attempted to placate the vassals, still outraged by his mother's heritage, he would scarcely contain his fright, and some say that he even soiled himself before fleeing the throne chamber. I can tell that either Martin or King wrote this. The things they choose to focus on, I swear. Certain as the march of fate, the tolerance of the vassal fanatics snapped, and warriors encircled Vitharn. The Count's personal guards were ill-suited to repel the attack, and the siege lasted a single day. Since the day of that battle, no living soul has wandered away from Vitharn. Local myth tells of a tireless struggle between the spirits of the fanatic vassals and Vitharn's meager defenders, damned by the treachery of fanatics and the cowardice of Syrian to replay their final moments in perpetuity. Oh, so that's why he was such an unbelievable wuss. He was an agoraphobe. Aha! Well, that should give us some insight onto a quest we already completed. What did you think? I find it quite laughable that even in the Shivering fucking Isles, the aristocracy is as predictable as ever. Anyway, I think maybe we should look for some more of that, Madness Stone, if we can find it. Hey.
Ever vigilant. That's my motto. They'll sneak up on you because they're sneaky. Sneaky fur. Sneaky whiskers.
You know dogs have fur and whiskers too, right?
Kinnereth bestowed the boots of...
Yeah.
Watch.
You know what? Let's go see our favorite blacksmith, Umbra Entrails.
You've been unfaithful. His blades are dull and uninspired. Mine are sharp and exquisite.
Look, it was a moment of weakness, alright?
Spirits of ancient souls are trapped in the ore. It's a supple and flexible.
Okay.
I've got the sharpest blades in the Isles. Maybe anywhere. Take a look.
Interesting, alright. Let's go look for some.
Going so soon? Come back when your blades need sharpening.
Love you too. Actually, you know what? While I remember. There we go. Perfect.
Cats. Everywhere.
One of these days, that console command function is gonna bite me in the ass. I'm gonna have a quest, and I'm gonna be all like, who do you mean? Surely you don't mean dog boy. Okay, but, where to go, where to go? All right. Who wants some? Bless my soul, the bitch was on a roll. Alright, let's see if I can find a... Yeah, this'll be good. Skeleton warriors, da-da-da-da-da-da. I never get tired of that. Oh! Come on. That's better. Who dares? Who dares? We could sell some of this stuff. But I kind of want to keep the inventory space for now. But yes, for the uninitiated, once you've completed the Thieves Guild quest line, it is absolutely a great idea to don the cowl for dungeon spelunking. It's a great idea. Glad I thought of it. Let's see, what schools of magic did I want to increase my skill in? Conjuration looks pretty good, but it could be better, you know? Let's see if I can find a... Yeah, let's try one of these. Bone fight. There we go. Go on, get him. Get him. Get him. Get him. Okay, maybe I need to... something a little more flammable. Oh shit, this thing is strong. And it still has a ton of health. Trying to debate and see if it's worth it. Ghost. Ah, hunger. What does that do? Oh, it's like a little scamp. That's right. That's what they are. Boom. Love it. All right. And now we're just going to sneak around. Aww. That kind of looks like the dog we used to have. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's see if I can... Good girl. Good girl. We don't have to fight. Shh. It's okay. You're free now. Don't let the guards ATF this one. I don't remember what ATF stands for. Sorry. Poor dog. Let's see if I have like a command creature or something. Let's see. You know, commanding spells, like, in all sorts of RPGs, seem to be really finicky. That, or I'm not, like... either that, or I'm not, you know, delegating my stats well enough, because, I could have sworn I had some sort of spell that was all, like, control or something. Yeah, there it is. No! I wonder how they're still able to know where I am. Ooh, loot. Oh my. These are some unique traps. I guess they designed some new ones. Good for them. But we got a roll. We have a roll, so, you know, trivialized. Aw, man. Do we have anything else? Nope. Man, that sucks. But at least I can calm it down. Daedric Battle Axe. And apparently it's durable, so I don't really... I mean, I don't really get it, but okay. Where the hell am I? Oh. Guys, I think I'm gonna have to kill the poor pup. Oh, it's so sad. But I have to do it. I'm sorry, Pupper. I'm sorry, Puppers. Please forgive me. Where the hell am I? It is a very common question to ask in the Elder Scrolls. Oh. Guess it's resistant to poison or something like that. Let's put on our guard. Soak up some more of that damage. And then what I want to do is... yeah, let's be honest. Ow. Nice. We want to up that blunt weapon skill. I will say it until I'm blue in the face, but the fact that axes count as blunt weapons in this game is bullshit. Axes have some of the most have some of like the sharpest edges. The only thing that makes it like not a blade is that it takes more advantage of the wedge as like a simple machine to just bam cleave right through things. I guess we can go ahead and see what's down there. Whoop! If we get enough of these houndstooths, I'll have enough to make a coat! Ba-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Ba-da-ba-ba-bam-bam-bam. Is there seriously, like, nowhere else for me to go? I could have sworn there was something else. Nope, I guess that's it. I'd have to go the other way to see where those other guys are. Whoop! Whoop! Hop! Yeah, I guess I'd have to hop on down. Well, is there anything like... Woo! Yikes. Come on. Yes! The truly skillful fighter learns how to block with shield and weapon. Diligent practice has made you a journeyman at blocking. Blocking no longer damages your weapon or shield. Blocking with your bare hands will cause opponents to recoil a bit, although you take full damage, you idiot. Which means we can even block with staves now. Like mage's staffs. Die. Rude. How rude of you to stun lock me like that. That's better. Oh. What lies further down here? Flame stock, some ingredients, etc. Whoa! Let's save here just to be sure. All the way down here. Ow. Ow. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. It just might take a while. We don't really need these, so I'm gonna drop those. And let's go ahead and put on our nice armor. Oh! Gloves are broken. Didn't notice that.
Oh. Yeah.
Ow. This sword's really good.
Yeah. Oh. Oh.
Okay, I deserved that. I deserved that one. Not gonna lie. I'm really gonna have to kill these little shits, aren't I? Oops. Ah. Okay, maybe now I can repair some of my gear. Because we really need to repair it. That's better. And now we can put this back on. That should help. That should help us out. I'm gonna check to see how this ebony helmet looks on us. I'm not actually gonna keep it. Oh wow, that looks stupid. Could not look stupider if you tried. Aha! Inner Sanctum. We dropped down quite a bit. We're a ways underground now. But let's see where this leads. Abraca Dwayne. Nope. You know, these contraptions look almost dwarven. Or rather, products of the Dwemer. I wonder if they studied Daedric technology. Or whatever passes for technology in the Daedra world. Here we go. Alright, looks like it's one of those guys. So let's see if we can catch it unawares. Shh. Silent roll. Silent roll.
Yeah.
Look, it's trying to do a karate kick. That's funny. Good thing we carry a bunch of Welkin stones around.
Oh. Oh.
Where's your kung fu now, bitch? Oh my, this is metal. Not a whole lot of good loot in these places, is there? Alright, what's that spell I got? There we go. Level up that conjuration skill a bit. An iron battle axe. Trash. Garbage trash. I wonder how much that contributes some... Yeah, conjuration. Maybe if we could do some more conjuration. Yeah, we need about 6 more levels in this before we can start using the good shit. The good conjuration spells. That's better. Oh, hold on. That corpse is fresh. Did you see that? We're gonna take a look-see. A Bosmer. Sealed correspondence. I wonder what's in here. More importantly, why did they think to bury him with it? Lord, I regret to inform you that my return may not be as swift as originally hoped. As you know, I have been summoned away on family business, the full nature of which was not known to me when the courier's message arrived. Now that I'm here, it is clear that I will need to spend at least a few days longer before leaving. I know you'll insist on knowing the specifics of my absence, so I'll spare us both the headache and disclose them now. The family member is an older cousin, technically the patriarch of my family, who has been working tirelessly on restoring our family crypt following the death of his mother. Knowing my interest in stonework, he was keen to enlist my help with certain deterrents. He has been installing and having seen the work to be done. Okay. I know it will be enough to fill the better part of a week. On a personal note, the ruins themselves are fascinating. I hope to get the time to take down some sketches if you recall the drawings from my journeys last year. Of course, oddly, I can't remember anything about my trip after meeting my escort, but I'm told that this site is very near the border, although the structure is unlike any of the Nord ruins I'm familiar with. And the air is stifling hot for a Skyrim structure. Perhaps you and I can research this further when I return. I hear my name being called. I'd better go see what is needed and have this letter handed to a courier before any more time passes. I hope it finds you well. Signed, G. Malifant. They're acting like I should know who the fuck this is. Do you know who the fuck this guy is? Leave a comment in the chat. What was your favorite part of this trip? I liked that too. Yeah. Conjuration. Conjuration. This is definitely giving me Daggerfall flashbacks. Just finding a nice little stony corner in a dungeon to hunker down and take a nap. But you can never truly take a nap for very long because the enemies always find your ass. I don't know how they find you, but they always do. Yo, for real? They ain't even here. Oh, fine. My magicka's regenerated anyway. Actually, you know what I should do? I should, okay, so 228 for this one. And then... Yeah. Yeah. Oops. Hmm. Rude. Excuse you. Honestly, the gall. Whoop. Ah, damn it. Shit, 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 shit. Hup. Try to get me up here, bitches. I just have to keep the backwards key pressed, and then they'll just never get me. Never, ever. Never, ever. Oh, yeah, cheesing it. Cheesing it in the Shivering Isles. This is one of my favorite things to do in any game. Just find a place to camp. Listen, camping is part of the game. If you don't like it, don't play. Oh shit! He's getting close. Easy there, dipshit. Easy there. There we go. There we go. Will the Wabbajack dare to help me here? Uh-oh. How are we doing? Okay, cool. Conjuration. Yeah, upgrade my sneak skill, because that's something we need. I wonder if I could just keep doing it forever. No. Yeah! 3 stupid skeletons. Oh yeah, we're getting there. In other news, I recently finished reading God Emperor of Dune. And after reading God Emperor of Dune, I decided, yeah, I'm done. No more Dune. It's over. It's over. No more Dune. I've had my fill. Also, my main takeaway from most of the Dune books is I hate Duncan, Idaho, but I hate Leto II more. That's my impression. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. Yeah, so I stopped right at the end of God Emperor of Dune, and I was all like, okay, but I still don't understand what your plan was. Like part of me thinks I understand, but I don't think I actually understand. Know what I mean? Like, what was the point? Because the main impression I got was that, whoa. Was that it was all, oh yeah, humanity needs to evolve even more or else, spoiler alert, it will die. So I gave them incentives to do it. Is that what I was supposed to take from it? Because if so, it's like, that's a very excessive plan for such a lofty goal. But you know what? Boy become worm. Boy become worm, and everyone hate it. Except for this one chick. She actually kind of like it. Or likes in spite of it. But she don't matter. She doesn't even have a personality, really. But that's okay. It makes sense in context. Ow. Oh no! Duncan, Idaho fans! They're coming after me! Listen, I just think he's overrated. Although, based off of what happens to him in the series, I kind of love it. I kind of love what happens to him because it's like, even I couldn't have done that bad to him. Even I couldn't have done him that dirty. But boy, that series was a trip. But I'm done now. I don't care how many other books there are. I'm done. I'm done. I saw Boy become worm, and it's over now. It's over. As far as I'm concerned. But for any of you Dune fans / folks who read The Thing, what did you think of the book? Were there parts that you liked? Were there parts where you were like, this ain't it, fam? This ain't it? Were there parts where you are all like, what am I reading? Why am I reading this? Why do I feel like I'm reading a copy pasta from like the 1950s? Ooh, a love letter. Smile, Raybeam. I know that you're not terribly excited about the summons you received from your grandfather, so I decided to write this letter for you. Since I won't be able to see you off in the morning, you had better not lose it. Whenever you're gloomy, just read this letter and think of me. Better yet, think of what color dress you'd like me to wear at our commitment ceremony. I'm going to speak with Dervinen about having the ceremony when you return. He worries too much about the torch not being lit. All that matters is that we're in love, does it not? Ardensul himself would condone it, I'm sure. When you return, you'll have to let me know why your grandfather summoned you. You mentioned something about the family mausoleum, but I don't understand what possible need he could have for you there. He really shouldn't coop himself up in those old ruins all by himself. High Cross is near enough that he could still visit us as often as he'd like, and be much more comfortable as well. You should mention it to him while you're there. And that's all I shall write, my love. You'll be back soon enough. We can talk more when you return. Sheogorath guard you. Maybe I should just go ahead and, yeah. There we go. Oh, God! Oh no, the Skellies are back. The Skellies are back. And I don't know how to get back from where we came. So we're stuck. We are stuck. I'll get us out of here one way or another. Let's take this off. Put this on. Wait, did I drop it? No, don't drop it. There we go. And then... let's, yeah, get rid of that for now, and then maybe... 35 plus versus 25. Yeah, that should do it. And it's how much chameleon now? 83. That's not bad. It's okay to hate Duncan, Idaho, right, guys? And I don't even mean for that one relationship he had that one time in that one thing that we don't talk about. I'm not even talking about that. He's just annoying. It's one of those things where it's like, do you ever have like a character, or maybe sometimes even a person in real life, where it's like, they don't necessarily, you can't put your finger on it, but for some reason you just can't stand them. You just can't. Oh, I'm liking this. Because I'm so chameleonized. You don't follow it much, as you don't do much reading on it, but you like to hear about it. That is cool. That's fine by me. Why do you think I know so much about anime? It sure isn't because I fucking watch it. It's because I listen to other people talk about it. God forbid I get all of those gross weeb germs on myself. You know what? Just to really bookend the whole saga, I should probably watch the TV show and or like films from back in the day. Not necessarily the new Timothy Chalamet ones, but like the old ones that people were all like, "Oh yeah, it's the first thing." Oh, doggy. I feel bad. Looks like we've spec'd out our character real good, because they are not finding us. Nothing. Just nothing. You know what? Let's find our way out of this dungeon, and then once we do that, we can backtrack and then up our conjuration skill some more. I think that's a good plan. You think so, Ellie? Yeah, I do, Ellie. Thanks, Ellie. You're welcome, Ellie. Do you think Frank Herbert's musings about politics and life and humanity flew over our head because we don't read enough shit? Possibly, Ellie. Do you like that he attempted to make sense of it anyway? I do. As someone who prides themselves on being at least a little bit clever, I'd like to think that I'm somewhat clever. Having, like, difficult, brainy, like, abstract subjects like politics and theology and stuff, it can be frustrating when I'm just like, yeah, no, I don't get any of it. I get some of it, but not others. It made my brain hurt, and, like, that's what matters. Not like the bad kind of brain hurt, like a headache, but like the good kind of brain hurt where it's all like, I just had a really long college lecture, and I was riveted by the subject material, but now I kind of feel like my head hurts. That's the good kind of hurt. It's like a muscle thing. It's like your brain muscle is growing. Your brain's not a muscle, but you get what I mean. It's all the topics that have so many answers and none of them are fully right. Precisely. I think that would summarize it best. Who's that? Oh, but we forgot to read the note. We gotta read this note. Weathered letter.
Clanfather Malefant, are you absolutely certain that such extreme precautions are necessary? I understand your interest in safeguarding the remains of grandmother, and indeed all of our eventual resting places, against unscrupulous grave robbers, but I doubt that even the most stalwart, crusader will survive the gauntlets you have built in the mausoleums of Ibraka, much less a petty thief.
And yeah, I'm using the voice that they typically use for Argonians. Because we found it on an Argonian.
I've seen some of the sketches your architect has drafted, and it seems that some of these traps are without safety mechanisms of any kind.
No shit.
What chance have our future generations of visiting her graves if they should honor us with such a pilgrimage?
Well, obviously, you leave your thoughts at the door.
Again, Clanfather, I do not doubt your motives. In truth, I am glad you have taken such responsibility for this monument to our clan family. I merely want to be sure that you are keeping your usual level of rationality about you when making decisions as to the construction and expansion of Ibraka. I hope this letter finds you well.
I swear to God, if that's the Clanfather over there, like the guy behind all of this, I'm definitely gonna get some God Emperor of Dune flashbacks. Definitely. Oh my God, it is. Hi there. How you doing, fam?
Your presence here will not be tolerated.
Oh. It won't, huh? Okay. No, this definitely giving me those vibes. He's all like, I'm keeping all of my ancestors and descendants in this crypt that I'm going to use as my personal home office. Because I'm a weirdo. I'm a weirdo who has lived for so long that my ability to be sentimental has been warped and fucked beyond repair. I don't think we have any black soul gems, unfortunately, so let's... Oop. Aw. Well, you know what? Let's try something... fun.
Unlimited power!
man. Whoop! That was fun. Oh no. That's interesting. That sure is interesting to know. Is it that he cannot die or something? Okay, I think maybe if we kill him the first time, we'll get more, like, avenues open to us. Let's give him some real classic disrespect. Yep. Alright. I betcha he's left some of his Horcruxes, or whatever equivalent they have in this dungeon, somewhere around these catacombs. The source of his power. But, you know, we're gonna search through these coffins, too, of course. Of course. Get some extra scratch when we can. I think we're gonna keep wearing the calming pants. I know it's not, like, exactly strategically sound, but it's cool. The calming pants are cool, and they're the only pants in this entire game that will show up as pants on the female model, so I don't want to hear it. Other than Greaves, obviously, but... Press the button. Press the button. But yeah, surprise, surprise, the friggin... What is he, a Dunmer? Altmer? Yeah, Altmer. Surprise, surprise, the Altmer in his hubris wants to be immortal. Crash, yay! Oh, man. I think it's all about those, like, abrupt movements. I think when it's, like, navigating between menus or zones in the game does not like it, and it's all like, I'm giving her all she's got, Captain! Damn it, Ellie, I'm a doctor, not an Unreal Engine! Ah, shit. Here we go again. Very well. If we must. Let's try this. Alright, now we're gonna go about this a little more slowly. Slowly now. Doucement. Alright, so, in order to pad out this time here, I'm gonna talk a little bit about the fantasy genre. Because those are the main two types of books I grew up with. Other than, like, the occasional, you know, standalone fiction. And I tried some years back, or at least as recent as last year, to read through the Wheel of Time series. Don't ask me to do a review or like a synopsis or whatever of the Wheel of Time TV show, because I have not bothered to watch it and I don't plan on starting. I'm just going to talk about the books. However, I will say that even though it's a time-honored classic and that lots of people say good things about it, and I do respect that I do respect all of the care and time and work that put into making a 14-book series where each book is like 500 to 1,000 pages long, give or take. That's quite a saga. But as much as I respect that, I just lost interest after the third book. I was just like, okay, I don't know. Maybe I just got bored of the author characterizing men and women, subscribing very much to the theory of men are for Mars, women are for Venus type writing. You got to keep in mind this is like a much more old-fashioned series too, because it came from like, gosh, I want to say like the 80s or something. I don't even remember. So like, I'm not going to judge it by today's standards. I'm just, I'm just spitballing here and saying that, I kind of lost interest after a while. I might pick it up later. But my favorite character was Matt. Matt was the, like, little trickster of the group. There's 3 female friends that meet up and become a group, and then there's 3 male friends that grew up together. And Matt is kind of the trickstery one, and he wields, like, a quarterstaff. He gets cursed for a while. It's a whole thing. But, like, maybe it's just because I like the trickster archetype, but I very much enjoyed reading his perspective. Okay, let's read this bitch's journal. I decided that I better start a new journal today. I haven't seen Ardwa in 4 months since he began restoring Abraka, and he's finally asked me to come spend time with him while he finishes the work. I know the death of his mother was traumatizing. I'm just glad that he'll finally allow me to be near enough to try and console him. Cousin Gardwid should have returned from Abraka in time for my own departure today, but he must have been delayed. I was hoping to ask him about the conditions of the crypt just in case I ought to bring any special supplies with me, no matter. I'm sure I can run such errands after my arrival. I'm amazed at the scope of Ardwa's accomplishments here. The crypt is massive beyond anything I had expected. I realized that the death of his mother would appoint him clanfather, but I didn't anticipate him to take the role so seriously. He feels a sense of duty in establishing this as a place to honor the family. I worried he might be distancing himself from mourning his mother, but I'm still proud of all he's done. Yeah, adventure novels. Lovely. Okay, let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. I'm glad Ardwa called me out here. He must have been so lonely by himself before now. He regularly complains of how empty this place feels. It must be difficult to pour so much effort into a thing that only sees use in a time of grief. Today, the supply wagon brought with it a bed for Ardwa and myself. I suppose he was trying to surprise me, or at least quiet my complaints of using bedrolls to sleep on the stone floors. But I don't like the precedent this establishes. I was hoping we would move back to New Sheoth before his birthday celebration next month. Why haven't we gone home yet? I've been here months, and I'm sick of the arid climate between these rock walls. I haven't seen or heard from the architect in weeks. And I haven't had even so much as a sip of Amontillado. What possible reason is there to stay here? I'm sure that Ard was sending out correspondence, but he doesn't admit it when I confront him. Just 2 nights ago, I was sure I heard a voice calling out from somewhere below, and not the usual rasp of Argonian Coria. If he won't tell me, then I'll just have to look through his drawers before he wakes tomorrow. And let's see this letter. Yellowed copy. Let's read this one first. I don't care if you think it's wise, just build the device. I've lined your coffers with enough gold to feed half the Isles, and you never batted an eyelash before now. You've put in mechanisms that crush bones and sear flesh. Why should this one be any different? The concept is as simple as it was when we first discussed it. Use a few of the standard statuary we've installed, but modify the enchantment. A low-grade shock and some strong restoration should do the trick. There may be a few days between charges on an enchantment like that, but do you honestly think any more will be needed? I'd like to think that we've grown to be friends through the restoration of this place. If nothing else, build this last construct as a favor to me. Bracco will be around for ages to come, and it needs a caretaker. Who else will fill that role, if not me? Coronor Theterin. Thank you for contacting me. I know it must be an unpleasant task to alert anyone to the death of a loved one, but your frank and professional manner did nothing to further aggravate the distress caused by Mother's passing. That is all one can ask from such a thing, I believe. I understand the difficulty in storing cadavers, and will be arriving soon after this message reaches you with the carriage to bear her way away in. There's another matter I'd like your counsel on, if it isn't too much trouble. Mother's wish was always to be buried in a family vault, and so it falls to me to restore a site to this purpose. I feel it's a macabre thing to ask, but considering your occupation, could provide me a recommendation of any architect experienced in such a task? I feel it's a macabre thing to ask, but considering your occupation, could you provide me a recommendation of any architect experienced? Yeah, there's a couple of typos in this game, like one or two, but you know. I would greatly appreciate any help you would have to offer. Thank you again, sir. I expect to arrive before dusk. Ardwa Malifant, Clanfather. So I guess somebody has been staying in the crypt for too long. I mean, he seems awfully cozy in here. And it doesn't look like he can die so far. I'll tell you another thing I respect about the Wheel of Time series. Even though they immediately go in for the "this boy is the chosen one" thing, they don't, like, you know, hand you the culmination of that immediately. They just almost all of a sudden go into all the other characters, and then you just sort of see the narrative through their eyes, while in the background the hero's going insane or something? I don't know. But that's a pretty interesting concept in of itself. Okay. I don't know what those do. At least not putting the main person on a pedestal outright is refreshing. No, in fact, everyone's all like, dude, what the fuck is going on with so-and-so? Like, I'm really worried about him. Is he going nutters? And then the Lady Mages Guild is all like, he's part of the prophecy, and we must make him, make it so that he fulfills the prophecy, but that doesn't mean we trust his ass. In fact, we want to control him. They don't say it in so many words, but you can tell through their actions. Like I said, it's a really interesting thing, but I guess maybe I burnt myself out, or maybe I was just kind of not in the mood for the later books where apparently it goes from the Wheel of Time to As the Wheel Turns, i.e., you know, soap opera type thing. I don't know. For whatever reason, I just, you know, stopped after a while. I might pick it up one day. There we go. All dead. All dead. Ooh, and it gave us some potions. We love potion. Alright, now let's level up some conjuration. We finally laid him to rest. Just as RK would have wanted. Like to see a story where the chosen one is someone who so whacked out of their mind, they seem just too out of it to be capable of anything but the destined thing. Like speaking in tongues and being an utter incompetent klutz. Or maybe they just get the Chosen One and the villain mixed up. There's like a mistake of identity, and then they get the roles swapped out. Yes! Through steady practice, you have discovered more creatures to summon from the plains of Oblivion. You're now an expert in conjuration magic and can cast expert-level conjuration spells, aka the good shit. Now that we've finally done that... Looks like these guys still need a great deal of magicka to work, but you know what? Oops. And destined to do something like just holding the door. Well, actually, now that I think about it, this is a bit of a minor spoiler, but that's kind of the plot to Persona 3. The door is very important. Ashley Ketchadorian, you were supposed to be watching the door. Well, we're gonna need to put on our guard. Put on some guard. Some of that armor on. That should do it. Oh, I thought that drop was gonna be... Never mind. Oh, that's where Dougie went. That's where one of the dogs went anyway. Whee! Oh, excuse you. Pardon me. Where am I going? Where am I going? I'm lost again. Wonder if you could just summon things over the gaps to test them out. Ooh. Yeah, like canaries. That's a good idea, actually. I might try that. Okay. Yeah, I think I know where we are here. Question is, how do we get out? Alternatively, I guess you could, you know, do the old-fashioned thing of dropping an object, counting the seconds. Alright, but for real, how the hell are we getting out of this place? Guide us, Fox. Guide us. Whoop, whoop. But if there's a fight down there, then your summon is first to notice and throw down. Ooh, that's also a good point. Alright, we're gonna try and find the exit. Meh. Jump. 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 Ooh. Jump it here. Jump it there. Jump it, jump it, jump. There we go. Now, where's that door that I was looking at? This one? Okay, yeah, that's the sanctum thingy. Gonna help me out here, bro, or? Hello? Damn it. Ugh, whatever. We'll just go this other way. Whee! Ow. Oh! Oh no! Ah, shit. Take it easy. Take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels make you crazy. Yes! Out of here. Well, we did it, you guys. Take off a couple of those rings. Bask in that sunlight. Wait, did we come out into Mania? Oh, that's a nice detail. That's a very nice detail there. Okay. Anyway. Let's, put some of this crap, drop it on the floor. Because we don't really need it. There we go. The only evidence of our adventure. Oh, we're not too far from New Sheoth. Wonderful. Let's get going. No, wait, I wanted to... There we go. Well, that was Ibraka. I was not expecting that dungeon to take so long, but it, you know, here we are. That was a whole thing. We got to learn a bunch of lore. Ah, crap. Yeah, we need to go south. Ow. We... Ah. And this is Mania. Which means the enemies are that much more dangerous. Remember, due south, due south, due south. What are they called? The Jester's Spine Mountains. Ooh. Sheogorath does not like jesters, does he? Or maybe he does, and that's the bad part. All right, let's use some old-fashioned skooma to help us out. Give us that extra. There we go. Up the mountain we go. All the way up the mountain. There we go. Woo! That was close. There it is.
Oh.
Just gotta go at an angle here, diagonal-wise, you know? There we go. Yeah. Yeah!
Oh.
And then we'll swim on over. Sheogorath's in his palace right now going, "Confound it, where is that girl? She was supposed to be back from that errand I sent her on an hour ago." Sir, it appears that she has gotten sidetracked. Oh! Well, that's all right. Many an adventurer has that ailment. And it's a disease of the mind, you know. Well, we somehow made it back in one piece. Ya-yo, ya-yo. Let's sell that battle axe.
I do delicate things with madness ore.
Ew.
It tingles across the flesh when it cuts.
Yeah, I bet you do delicate things with it, you freak.
I've got the sharpest blades in the eye. Are you trying to ruin me?
No. I mean, unless that's what you want.
Are you trying to...
Okay, it's the same number regardless, so I'm just gonna...
That's a fair deal.
You have loads of magic. Surely you have healing spells. Shh. Not the good ones.
Not a fair bargain. I can accept that. That seems fair to me.
Sell all this jewelry we
fair to
found.
me. A fair bargain.
Here we go. I think that about covers it.
If you need more, you know where to find me.
I know.
May you bleed.
Okay, but for real, we should probably, you know, up our restoration skill too. Problem is, all the good spells are like higher level. We ran away from all the enemies so fast that the battle music is still going off. Pretty. Yeah, we'll just sit here. There we go. Damn, restoration is a hard skill to level up. It might be time for us to go ahead and do that main quest. By which I mean the main Shivering Isles quest. We've put it on hold for long enough. We can make some progress and then come back to collecting more madness ore later. That's better. All right. Now I think it's time that we took a break. I will see you guys in just a little bit. Stay tuned. Okay, vibe check. Which of the DC characters could absolutely get it? Go! Gun to your head. Which one of them could get it? You have to pick one. Why was I thinking about this during the break? Shut up. Answer the question. Any DC character you want. I'm not terribly picky. No, I mean like... sorry, I need to phrase it more clearly. Which DC character is prime simp material? Like, in terms of you simping for them. If you had to. Which one of them goes on the pedestal as a fine dime? The finest of all dimes. Black Canary. That's an excellent choice right there. She's got all the cool biker chick, you know, stuff. With the she's one of the few characters I can think of who can actually pull off fishnets. And I liked playing as her in Injustice 2. Pretty interesting. Yes. I was worried you were gonna say something like Swamp Thing. Or is Swamp Thing even DC? Okay, so it took me until like maybe high school or something to realize that Marvel and DC are two different continuities. They are not part of the same company, and thus the characters do not know that the other characters exist. So, for example, Superman and the Incredible Hulk do not know each other. Because if you were to say killed off Guy Gardner, ooh, that's an interesting take. I usually hear people talking trash about Hal Jordan. What's your beef with Guy Gardner? And anyway, I'm going to go look for some more of those monster thingies on the road to harvest some madness ore from, if we're able to do so. But yeah, usually when I hear people like giving salt for Green Lantern characters, it's all about like ripping on Hal Jordan. Mostly because he has the misfortune of being, quote, the boring one, I think. All right, let's go find some enemies. You're an enemy. Just generally the weaker of the Green Lanterns. Yeah, but like his cool vest though. Haven't you seen his cool vest? He's got like a cool little ribbed like vest on him. Isn't that neato? Okay, but for real. Oh, you silenced me, huh? Joke's on you, motherfucker. Whee! Ha! Connection is breaking up. Oh no. Yeah, I may need to do some testing off stream, but for the moment, let's take things at a leisurely pace. Okay. Ready. And then we're going to Hailstone versus... Okay. Goes from live, not live, repeats some segments. Ooh, that's... I've really got to check that out sometime. Because that is not... That is not kosher for streaming purposes. I wonder if it's the internet connection or what. But we will make do what we have for now. Okay, and then... No, I would probably want... Yeah. And then... Yeah, I read in one of the lore books around New Sheoth that apparently the best way to defeat these guys with, you know, regards to magic is to alternate between elements. Actually, you know what I could do? I gotta kill these things first. There we go. What I can do is I can maybe check to see if there's any background programs that are fucking up with everything. I will be right back. Okay, so, I think I figured out what the problem is. I may have done a silly. See, what had happened was, I put too many devices or whatever on my Wi-Fi server here. And this, you know, streaming... my stream setup is in such a way that that's not typically a good idea. So I'm going to have to take a note and remember in the future to keep only this PC onto the network whenever I'm streaming, and to just like monitor that. So, but how is it now? It should be a whole lot better. I know I was getting like a ton of messages, both in the chat and from OBS itself. But hopefully it should be a hell of a lot better.
Your lips to his ears.
Giggity.
See you.
Seems smooth right now. You see me swinging the blade. Swinging the blade on a pier. Not doing much else. Oh no! Well, it looks like I'm getting a consistent kbps from over here, so yeah, I don't know, bro. It might be partially my end. It might be partially where you're watching it from. Ah, okay, I see. I wonder. Okay, let's test this out. I'm gonna go and fling a spell at this bug. In 3, 2, 1. Alright, that should have been about 3. Ooh. Goodness. Three more. Oh, this thing means business. Okay. Run away. Everything's fine now? Okay, maybe it's just a bit quirky, but, yeah, those things should be few and far between as long as I, Ah, you keep getting pushed off of live? That's strange. Well, OBS is telling me from the stats that I've done all I can do at the moment. It might also be a YouTube thing. I know sometimes the UI can be a bit finicky. It's usually pretty good, but sometimes. No, you're fine, you're fine. In fact, I really did need to check that stuff out on my end because that was definitely contributing to it. Even if it wasn't the sole cause, it was definitely contributing. And you know I always love to give you guys the best viewing experience possible with the resources I have. Holy shit, this bug can climb. Oh my gosh. Okay, reload. You also got to keep in mind the latency, I think. Although I think that might be a different phenomenon than what you're referring to. That might be something different. Oh, you used to stream regularly? Nice. Let's see. Let's put on the buoyancy. There we go. And also, we should probably put our good old friend on. I see. Yeah, I'll have to check some of your stuff out sometime. I see. You know, I do love hearing about people's opinions on the craft, because different people have like different opinions on this stuff, and I think that's neat. If you don't mind me asking, what video editing software do you use? Because I'm still trying to figure out DaVinci. Gosh, Madness Ore sure is difficult to find in these parts. Vegas 19? Nice, nice. Blah, 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 blah. Hidden throughout the land. Okay. Damn. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna... Ooh. I think I'm gonna check a couple of other places for the Madness Ore, that is. And then we're just gonna go right back to the main quest of this, you know, realm. Nice. Yeah, I think I'll just check one of these houses, maybe.
For the love of Azure!
Howdy.
No, you're not one of them. Still, you've no business being here. And if you see them, tell them Erther is ready and waiting. I know they're coming. They'll come for you, like they came for my sister. Put her on the hill of
Hey, yo,
suicide.
pause. Don't have time for another side quest, buddy. Sorry.
Them.
Them.
Hello.
Madness Ore. Got any Madness Ore for me? I hope you do. Because if you don't, what are you doing here? Eh. I guess I'll check one more house, and then we'll just go ahead and prepare ourselves for that main quest. Yeah. Heh, yeah. Alright, well, none of y'all got what I'm looking for, so I'm gonna go back to our apartment. Time to pay the coughing old hag her coughing old hag money so we can go into our apartment.
So much to do, so little time left to do it.
A lot of the residents here have black hair and green eyes.
Take care.
I gotta think that in-universe people just rent rooms, like, every single night. Or, like, have stuff put on their tab. Now then. Let's get 2 of these. And then 1 of these. And... you know what? Yeah, since we don't have... yeah. But yeah, that's really cool. I've been meaning to, like, get more into the community side of things and ask people about the stuff that they do. Because people love the stuff that they do. And it's always nice when people are interested in it. Alright, now let's see if we got any alchemy. might have a couple of things to... Restore Magicka, maybe? Restore Magicka. There we go. And what did these Houndstooths do? Invisibility? Could use one of those. Boom. And... Flame Stock. That should be it for now. Try to keep a schedule, but follow from time to time between work. Still kind of adjusting with the recent job change 2 months ago. I hear that. Juggling IRL responsibilities and work and stuff can be taxing. It's hard to juggle stuff. I'm glad you're getting more autonomy with your work. That's probably easily one of the most important things when considering a job. You want your time to feel like your own. Which, unfortunately, not a whole lot of people get to experience. Okay, now which way? Was it this way? No. Nah, it was this way. It was this way. Okay. Time to visit our favorite blacksmith. She's gotta make some stuff for us. Hello, my love.
You remain faithful. That is good. I will cut your throat if you visit that other smith.
What I still can't figure out is how she knows when we've seen the other merchant. What's left to be crafted with her? Quite a few things, actually. We looted this longsword, and we've got the gauntlets and the curious here, but I'm thinking of maybe... I don't know. I'm thinking of maybe getting either the greaves, the boots, maybe the shield.
Going so soon?
Oh, this bitch is thirsty. Okay, so. Claymore, war axe. Boots are 2. Greaves are 3, so that's like 5. 7. How many we got? How many we got? Okay, we only got 6. So maybe... Stuff we're carrying's kind of heavy right now, but maybe... I don't think we've seen a shield.
Come back when your blades need sharpening.
Let's take a look-see over here. See what it looks like. That's what the boots look like. Okay. And the greaves.
I do delicate things.
Yes, yes, I know what you do with the
Need
madness ore.
something
It's very
sharp?
disturbing. Let's try a shield. We need it.
Properly timed blocking can stagger your foe. That is the time to caress him with your blade.
This woman is a pervert. Madness shield. Wow. Tacky. And heavy as hell. Holy crap.
Go.
Yeah, maybe I just want the helmet instead. I think I'll just get the helmet.
Something. Weapons and armor here.
Give me a
Head
helmet,
wounds
broad.
Bleed profusely.
Yeah, I know.
What shall I forge for you?
Oh, magic claymore. Interesting.
Maybe later.
All right, let's see it. This is a little bit different from the one that we got from the Count in that one fortress. I think it looks cute. Looks very Dark Soulsy, kinda. But now no one can see our beautiful face. And that's how we prefer it. Madness is a heavy thing to hold on to. That's right. Doug. Oh, Doug. We could probably go pretty far with this blade and stuff for now. And, like, the calming pants and these little pointed loafers, it's funny. It's funny to look at it, so I'm just gonna keep it that way. Although for now, I should put the rest of the madness aura away due to how heavy it is. Ah, crap. There we go. Yeah, and the Matrix, too. There we go. Alright, we're off. Finally off to do some stuff for Sheogorath. There we go. 22 armor. That's not bad for an armor rating. Okay, now then. That's interesting. Let's see here. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. In order to restore Zedillion, must activate the Resonator of Judgment. To do so, need to find 3 focus crystals, place them each in a Judgment Nexus, which will prepare the Resonator for attunement. But not, of course, before supplying the pretense focusing lens. I should proceed as alien now and begin my search. Manual, huh? Okay. Let's read this quickly. Let's see. On the subject of Zedelian's construction, Lord Sheogorath, let me begin by extending the warmest regards to you and your noble being. The construction was completed on time and well under budget as you demanded, under pain of fun, I believe you were quoted as saying, and with only the most infinitesimal loss of life. I am proud to say that my harnessing of the energy of that unusual crystalline formation, Zedillion, should maintain itself for years to come with proper maintenance, of course. As per your request, I don't know what's up with me today. At your request, I have included the full operation instructions for each section of the site. If you have any other questions, please feel free to bother me anytime, like when you originally thought of this idea in the middle of the night. The heart of Zedillion is its power source, the Resonator of Judgment. By tuning this huge chunk of crystal with the attenuator of judgment, a tuning fork of sorts, we have released a wave of siren-like sound that will draw anyone from outside the aisles. The 3 focus crystals have been placed throughout the site to assist in keeping this wave of sound even and stable. The site will not function without all 3 focusing crystals running in unison, so it's important to keep them clean and safe on their cradles, which I have called their Judgment Nexus. Focus crystals are irreplaceable at this time, so take proper precaution. Yeah, don't break them, idiot. It's split into 3 encounter areas, all linked with the latest arcane transport technology. As the hapless Zedillionites, it was fun to experiment on them. Thank you for that. Make their way through each room, they are subjected to a test based on the manic philosophy or that of the demented, whichever suits your whim at the time. All you need to do is push a single button, then sit back with your favorite wine. We've provided luxurious observation platforms from which to enjoy the show and watch the results. Each encounter area has unique theme that matches your request as close as we could provide. I think you'll be pleased with the results. Below I have detailed each room and the effects you can expect from them in brief, as I know your lordship is busy. AKA, we get to have the FAQ, Guide to the Dungeon. Yay! Okay, Chamber of Conversion. Fairly empty room, large grating on the floor, single half-size harmless gnarl wandering the center. Manic result. Our small, harmless gnarl will be grown in size to nearly thrice that of the average Zedillionite. Most we observe run around and attempt to escape the lumbering creature. Eventually, it'll stop and fade away. The magic of the room is enhanced by the spore gas we pump in through the grating. Demented result. Our tiny friend Gnarl is joined by a small swarm of its brethren, and they attack our surprised guest. Genius. Okay. Chamber of Avarice. In this room, a huge amount of treasure sits atop a half ziggurat inside a securely locked cage, to which there is no key. Manic result. We drop several hundred keys to the ground that are all exact duplicates. It's amusing to watch the Zedalianites scramble through the keys for the correct one. Some spend days. Amazing. Demented result. When the Zedalian Knight reaches the top of the ziggurat, we blast them with a highly concussive flame spell. The blast always sends them flying. Good fun for all, discounting those that do not survive. Chamber of Anathema. As you requested, we saved this one for last. Zedalianite has the metal to make it this far, now faces the toughest challenge of all. This room features freshly killed corpses, blood, and plenty of hanging bodies for your darker moods, my lord. Manic result. We kill the Zedalianite and cause a specter of his former self to rise from the body. Not many Zedalianite minds can handle this one. Most go insane this far into the site. I must confess, this room is a favorite of mine. Demented result. Nothing better than a good old-fashioned battle. We raise at least a double the number of zombies as there are Zedalianites and let them all have at it. Simple, elegant, and deadly. Hope you're pleased with the results of Zedalian. I know you'll have just as much fun using it as we had fun constructing it. Strangely, we have yet to receive payment for the site, but I'm sure it's just a minor oversight and it will be corrected as soon as your lordship has a moment. Gee. You gotta wonder. Alright, but, yeah, we got a flame ring, so that fire won't be any... Okay, so... I guess it's meant to be completely random. I suppose we might as well go through the main, route. I wonder if we exit... If we exit through this side... Is it going to take us to the mania version of the place? It should.
Speak, citizen.
Oh! Whoop. Whoop. Yeah, looks like it. Alright. Let's go over to this Zedalian. Kind of sounds like Dandelion. Gotta finish my cola first. Hi. And how about we just... Let's see how much damage it takes. And this won't, you know, damage the durability of our weapons, so we can keep at this for as long as we want. Let's, nah, it's fine. Let's keep at with this here. Hey! Ah, great. More of these things. Okay. I wonder if I used Wizard's Fury, since it uses all three of those elemental types, if it would just... I don't know. Ugh, stupid silencing spells. I'm supposed to be silencing other mages, not you! Alright. I don't think it's working. Okay. But you know what we can do? We can summon some good summons now. Some real good ones. Let's see. There we go. What's the most powerful thing we can summon? I think it's this. Alright, Frosty, get him! Get him! Actually, now that I think of it, maybe an Atronak isn't the best summon to use on these guys, considering their sporadic elemental resistance. Yeah, I'll have to use, like... I'll have to summon one of these ladies. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, jeez. Okay. Damn, that spider can run. Maybe a skeleton champion? Those fuckers are tough. Whoa! Whoa! Oh. Problem is, these little bastards always chase after me. It's like they know. Oh boy. Chump. And it's got a glass sword too, which is baller. Whoa. Oh. Okay. Get away. Get away from me. Get away from me, you little shits. I guess I'll just wait for them to die. Man, those shambles are tough. Whoa, that was close. Whoa. You know what? Hup. Whoa. Almost there. There we go. Fall down.
Oh!
Bitch. Totally cheesed it, but you know. Alright, let's use some more of that, more of those healing spells. As soon as this hurries up. There we go. Oh, right. Okay, major. 3, 4. And there we go. That should do it. Let's do a manual save to be safe. I've entered Zedillion. Should now begin locating the focus crystals that link the Resonator of Judgment with the rest of the dungeon. Alright. Should be a simple matter of, Here we go. I wonder which rooms these are. I guess we'll tell, depending on the test that they provide. Damn! Who gave this frog man a staff? Who dares? I've discovered the first of the 3 focus crystals. It was affixed to the top of a Gromite shaman's crystal staff. It's an extremely crappy job. Now I've removed it from the staff, I should place the focus crystal in its judgment nexus to continue. Damn. Oh. And yeah. Looks like I'm gonna have to recharge my blade. That's better. Yeah, let's try this one. Place the first focus crystal into its nexus. Nexus. Yeah. Maybe we won't run into their tests at all, but I doubt it. I doubt they'd go to all that trouble describing the different tests if it wasn't, you know. Let's see how the Frost Atronach fares against these guys. Oh, whoops. There we go. Ow. on over here. If we regenerate just enough magicka, just a little bit more. Ooh, conjuration level increased. Yay. Oh yeah, she's got this covered. Nice. And more madness ore, finally. About time. About time. Got a level to apply too. Yeah, I don't know how much more of these they're gonna let us have, level up wise anyway. I wonder. But I guess at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. I will never understand what Sheagorth's apparent fascination with muscular, pectoral, shirtless men is, but I mean, like, go off, King. That probably would have hurt someone who was shittier at acrobatics. Not a skilled thief like us. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, there. Can't believe we're still getting levels up in sneak. Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him! That softened him up for us. There we go. Maybe just prefers Brutus strength and muscle builds for the kind of pawns he throws out to do his bidding. I get the feeling he and Nocturnal don't get along very much. Come back here. You ain't casting no spells here. I don't know, like, if Sheagorth is all about, like, the Unga Bunga, and he likes, you know, he likes tricking people. I know that much. I feel like Nocturnal followers would be much more difficult to trick. And therefore, he just doesn't like Nocturnal very much. Though I could be like, you know. I could be wrong. Do it! Alright. How about... There we go. DPS race! I won. Second focus crystal. We're getting a lot of madness ore, and that makes me glad. Alright, we just need one final one. Do we have any diseases currently? Doesn't look like it. Let's repair some of our gear. Here we go. Looks like the Shivering Isles has a madness matrix for every single piece of equipment. Or maybe, you know, some of the main pieces of equipment. So let's keep an eye out for more of these so that we can get a nice, like, matching set. I wonder... Lame. Still don't have enough for that. But maybe... What other schools of magic do we need to level up? Alteration is an absolute must. Mysticism... we haven't been using too much mysticism other than, like, soul trapping and stuff. Destruction is a nice skill. Oh yeah, we need to do the friggin' restoration too. I forgot about that. Yeah, so we're probably gonna want to do alteration and restoration from here on. Let's, yeah, there we go. Damn! These little buggers are tough. Okay. Some alteration here. Let's see. Put on a guard, maybe. Hey, no stun locking. Damn it. These things are blocking my way. There we go. Alteration increased. Gonna need to recharge this weapon. Although... yeah, let's try this. Are they resistant to frost or something? They might be, actually. There we go. Madness Orb, yeah. Poison this blade, maybe. Oh, you little stun-locking bastards. See how you like being stun-locked. bitch. Got a lot of magic poison, though, which is really nice. I like that. Which spell have I got? Oh, no, wrong one. I need to have this one. Maybe get a single Welkin Stone. Repair my gear. That's better. There we go. Now, how are we doing on restoration? Ugh. Like I said, it's one of the most difficult skills to level up, in my personal opinion. All right, let's try something a little different. And then, yeah. Oh. Come on. Come on. A little more. There we go. Alright, is there anything up here? Worthy a note? I guess that's worth it. Woo! Next. Looks like we got one more objective to go. Alteration. Get some of that drainage going on. I think drain, like, siphons the health, magicka, or stamina from the enemy. At least I think that's how it works. Okay, you're starting to piss me off. Oh, you obnoxious little things. Just in case. There we go. I don't use those modded spells often because they're a little OP, but you know, sometimes they expedite the process. And then let's try... Damn, dude. idiot. Oh, thank you for the donation. I really appreciate it. Yep, looks like we're just about done with this dungeon. And we'll have some madness ore to bring back to Our Lady. Let's, maybe... Ah! Nigurundayo! There we go. When you've had enough. And that's the last crystal. Let's do one of these. And then... Alright, we don't want this little bitch to heal up, so we're gonna need to... And then... Come on. Ooh! Days and weeks of constant use make wearing heavy armor tolerable but not uncomfortable. You have learned to adapt to its weight and use it in combat. As a journeyman of heavy armor, your plate mail is no longer damaged as swiftly from combat. That's nice, I guess. I always like it when the equipment doesn't get as damaged. Alright, this way. This way. I've placed the third and final focus crystal into its judgment nexus. path to the Resonator of Judgment itself is now clear. My next task should be to attune the Resonator by using the Itinerary Judgment that Sheogoth provided me. What does this Itinerary look like? Ah, right. Okay. Heal. Heal, damn you. And I'm gonna try and recharge this weapon of ours. We're gonna need to get more soul gems or something. Come on. Bitch. Eh. Oh! Cheater snip. La 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 la. La 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 la. Hi. Damn it. Yeah. Whoa there. Oh. Oops. See if I can switch up my jewelry here. Yeah, let's put that on there. And then there we go. There we go. I really need to see about that stupid, that reception there. Something's going on. Come on. Ooh, shield matrix. Yeah, yeah, that's what we like. Come on. There we go. Oh! Interesting. Alright, let's heal up. Guess that's opened elsewhere. Wait, is that minor or major? Major, stupid. Ugh, dang. There we go. Weird crystal formation. There we go. Alright. Let's see if we can find the means to actually... to open some of these things. Ah. Come on. Come on. Where, oh where? I know I'm probably missing something. Just gotta figure it out. Okay. But how? Is this bugged out or some shit? Maybe I need to zone out and then come back later. Okay, yeah, the crystal. I get that much. see if that worked. Because there needs to be a way to open those doors. Ugh. Maybe just closing it? I don't... Okay. Do I have a torch on me? No, I don't. Let's, Damn it. What could the answer be? Do I just kind of... Okay. Dong. That should do it. Alright. I thought there was something more you had to do, but nope. Just tap the crystal. Okay. That's one weird-ass crystal fixture, though. Strange. I want to know what's in there, though. I guess it'll forever remain a mystery.
Finally, Lord Sheogorath has sent someone to assist me. But where are my manners? Must get into my professional tone.
Oh, jeez.
Welcome to Zedillion. I'm the dungeon caretaker, Kiliban Nerendil.
Uh-huh.
A wonder of engineering, is it not? Zedillion is the ultimate test of mettle for the foolhardy adventurer that dares trespass into the Shivering Isles.
Okay.
What they don't know is that they're being drawn to their doom, courtesy of the Resonator of Judgment.
Okay.
Ever since that wretched gatekeeper was made, Zedillion became redundant. It fell into disrepair.
Zendilion
and was
became
eventually all but forgotten.
Zilladundant.
After only a few years passed, the Grummites began moving in. Ghastly things.
Yeah, I know.
They mistook the focus crystals for some sort of religious symbols and removed them from their rightful places.
You know, like assholes.
This rendered the Resonator inert, and Zedillion completely useless. Luckily, you came along and placed Zedillion back into operation.
Yay. How do I get out of here?
Yes, I tend to ramble. You'll have to forgive me. If
That's
you
fine.
have the attenuator, then Sheogorath must have sent you.
Yes.
Zedillion would normally have sent you back to the entrance when you stepped on the pad in the Resonator chamber.
But something's wrong.
Since you're up here, I can only surmise that adventurers are already entering the dungeon as we speak.
Adventurers. Why do I have to deal with this?
I'm afraid until the adventurers are dealt with, Zedillion will keep you here. Even I can't will its doors to open.
What, is this some sort of initiation? I have to,
put it
like,
bluntly,
screw over some
you're stuck here
adventurers
for the moment.
to prove my
No
loyalty?
disrespect intended.
Ugh. Whatever. What do I do?
The only thing we can do is let the adventurers complete a cycle through here.
Okay.
I'll be glad to help. I assume Sheogorath gave you the Manual of Zedillion.
I sure did.
You can consult it for more information, or I can provide instructions.
If you aren't into reading, idiot.
I will be happy to describe each chamber and explain the event that unfolds as we proceed through Zedillion.
No thanks, we already read that.
The Resonator works by drawing adventurers to itself with a sort of magical siren's call.
Money,
Sheogorath uses the Resonator to find the cream of the crop, as he calls them, the best of the worst, to populate the Isles. Quite clever, eh?
I guess. Let's consult our handy-dandy book. Let's consult it. Alright. So, Chamber of Conversion. Okay, you get the gnarl thingy, and you either embiggen it or make it into a swarm, and they attack. Okay, magic of the room is enhanced. Got it. Okay, second one, it's the avarice thingy, and you either get the keys or flame spell. And then the anathema, you get the, yeah, lots of weird, gory stuff. And you either kill and resurrect them, or you get a bunch of zombies. Okay. Sounds simple enough. Inactive switch, inactive switch.
Now keep your weapons ready and watch your backs. Do what I say, we might just get out of here alive.
But which one's which? Ah! Gnarl Swarm or Giant Gnarl? Let's go with the giant one.
What in Oblivion is that thing?
You can tell this was... You can tell this audio was recorded in post.
Be careful. There may be more to this creature than meets the eye.
What a joke. Let's be rid of this thing and continue on our way.
Are my eyes playing tricks? Or is the creature
By the
growing?
gods, when will it stop? It could devour us whole.
Run for your lives!
Get back here, you cowards. Something's not right.
That's so silly. Oh, that's so silly.
All this time it was merely an illusion. How clever.
Wait, what's wrong with Lewin?
Makes no sense. Should be dead. Well, what? Who?
Uh-oh.
I think this place got to him. Perhaps we should leave.
No, we'll pick him up on the way out. He must fend for himself.
Lewin the Rogue has gone insane. Alright.
Huge.
Watching them run from the giant gnarl gets me every time.
I guess this is supposed to tell you which is which. This is more like a dementia, this is more like a mania.
Look, I told you. Treasure. Let's have at it, Sindelius.
Alright. I think I know what I want to do with this one.
Blast. The cage is locked.
Gromok, be careful. This looks too good to be true.
Let's see them stop me after I rip this gate from its hinges.
3,
Gromok,
2, 1. Oh, fuck.
Sorry, Sindelius. I don't know who built this nightmare, but if I get my hands on them...
Listen, I thought he had a fire resistance spell on him. It's not my fault he's stupid. So, one of them's mad, one of them's dead. I wonder if we can get all 3 of them to become mad. Nah. Actually, maybe... Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and try. Let's try and make them go fucking nutso.
Now keep your weapons ready and watch your backs. Do what I say, we might just get out of here alive.
I wonder what this version does.
What in Oblivion is that thing?
Seems like these guys are really ill-equipped for this adventure. Not even like a fire resistance potion, really?
Continue on our way.
Wait just a
It's
moment.
not like they're expensive to
What's that
make.
sound?
Prepare yourselves for battle.
Let's see how long it takes.
Take that.
Huh. Oops. Oh, he's dead. He's dead. So they either go mad or die.
Lewin deserved better than this, and I'm responsible. Someone will pay dearly, I assure you.
What do you think, you guys? You want to see these folks go insane, or do you want to send them to Sovngarde? At least if they're dead, they get the chance of like a decent afterlife. But I don't know, bro. I don't know. It kind of sounds like they're fucked. Kind of sounds like they're fucked. We want to see him lose it. Just lose it. Ah, just lose it. Ah, just lose it. Ah, go crazy. Go crazy. Yeah. I want them to see our faces for this one. Just so that they know the face of the lunatic that put them in this situation.
Do what I say, we might just get out of here alive.
The vote is in. The chat says madness. So we shall incite madness onto them.
What in Oblivion is that thing?
This is one of the horrid guardians of which the stories spoke?
I don't really know why it would drive you mad, though. Like, it's just a bunch of magic trickery.
Let's be rid of this thing and
Maybe there's something, like, special about the magic in the air. Maybe it's got, like, some sort of, hysteria-inducing magica going on.
For your lives.
Get back here, you cowards. Something's not right.
Cool guys don't look at explosions. They turn around and they walk away.
How clever.
Wait, what's wrong with Lewin?
Makes no
Lewin.
sense. Should be dead. Well, what? Oh,
Of course he was the first one to lose it. His name's fucking Lewin.
Perhaps we should leave.
That's one syllable away from Leowin.
He must fend for himself.
You know, the more I look at this armor, the more badass it looks. It does look kind of badass.
nowhere to run. Mad. Tree. Must escape.
Watching them run from the giant gnarl gets me every time.
Hardy har har har. One down, two to go. Yeah, the more I look at this armor, the more badass it becomes. It's one of those designs that actually grows on you. I actually quite like it now.
Treasure. Let's have at it, Sindelius.
Alright, well, I know exactly what's going to drive this mage insane. Are you ready for this? Do you know what drives the mage insane? Obsessive compulsive disorder!
The cage is locked.
Gromok, be careful. This looks too good to be true.
If he doesn't get stuck looking for the keys, he's gonna get stuck counting them.
He could get us through this in no time.
We'll have to fend for ourselves. Do you think you can pry the door open?
Forget it. This is obviously a trick. Let's get out of here.
To be so close, and yet so far. If only we had the key.
You know, half the time
Do you hear something?
half the time they say things that are like, finally, some common sense, but then...
Look, keys. One of them must open the gate. We're rich.
Let's get out of here, Sindelius.
Bro, I don't think.
This is obviously a trick to waste our time.
Listen to the based orc.
Yes, it must be here.
My precious.
Oh, fake. Just come with me now.
He's too stupid to drive insane.
Key, rich beyond
He's too simple-minded, rather. Not stupid, but... You should be on my teams. Hee hee hee.
Self.
Yep. Last observation room.
Riches! Countless riches! Oh my! Too bad none of those keys fit the lock.
Yeah. I'm aware. All right, Gromit. Let's see what you're made of. Yeah, this should be the... Yeah, okay.
Steady, Gramok, steady. You've been through worse before. What more could this place possibly throw at you?
Dozens and dozens and dozens of zombies. Let's raise the
What?
dead.
The very dead rise in this accursed place. Ah! Now take this. Ah! Now it's my turn.
Damn it! Okay, yeah, I thought it might have been. I think the other one actually, like, fucking kills him, but I don't know, man.
Steady, Gramok, steady. You've been through worse before. What more
But yeah,
could
I
this
don't...
place possibly
Yeah,
throw at
obviously, the zombies would not, you know, drive an adventurer insane. Alright. Ghost illusion.
you? What? How in Oblivion can I be dead?
I don't know.
This is impossible. Nothing killed me. I didn't even get a chance to fight. No chance to defend myself? No chance for battle? Why?
Why?
Oh, impossible. This is impossible. Gramok has never lost a fight. Never.
By making Gromit think that he actually died and became a ghost, I've driven him insane. Now all of the adventurers have been dealt with. I should speak to what's-his-face. Oh, look, he's doing that pose. That groveling
I can't
pose.
be dead. I just can't be.
Here's the thing, though. It's like, if you're in denial and you're like, no, I can't be
No,
dead,
this
then just
is
leave.
wrong.
Just fucking leave.
Supposed to be.
No one's keeping you here.
You've made short work of the intruders.
Yeah.
Chair Gorath should be proud to have such an efficient apprentice.
Uh-huh.
Now, if you'll step on the last teleporter pad, I will meet you in the reception chamber so we can recover your earnings.
Cool. I get earnings?
I'm afraid you've exhausted Zedilion's...
Yeah.
Not to worry. We'll have your spoils to you in no time at all.
My spoils. Boo-doo-doo. Boo-doo-doo. Homeboy ain't got shit in here. Alright, time to leave this place.
As is the tradition, you are to be awarded a focus crystal as a token of your fine work.
What's a focus crystal?
I'll have it sent to the palace and placed in the main hall if you wish to take a look at it.
I don't understand. What's it for?
Oh yes, of course. It seems a most unusual weapon was recovered from the orc warrior, Gramok. Never seen anything like it. But perhaps his journal can give you some useful information.
I guess we'll look at that later.
Beyond that, take whatever else you need from the recovery chest. You've earned it.
You've earned
You're
it.
free to go at any time, of course. Just up that hallway. Good luck to you.
How much you want to bet that they'll show up in the starting town acting completely normal? They'll be all like, hey there! I don't know how I got here, but it's great place. Great place. Oh my. Hi! Oh shit. Oh my. What, who could these guys be? Knights of Order? What? What? Let's not use Dawnfang just yet. I wanna work up to it. Let's put up our guard.
Show me what you've got. Die, damn you!
Order sword. Before exiting Zadillion, I was attacked by 3 unusual beings in equally strange armor. I should ask what's his face if he knows anything about them.
I hope you are uninjured.
What the fuck was that?
You've not heard the legends? How could that be? Those beings, as you call them, aren't beings at all. They are the soulless abominations known as the Knights of Order.
Cool.
Their attraction to the resonator isn't surprising. It was built from one of the obelisks that dot the isles they seem to have an affinity for.
Oh.
You must proceed to Sheogorath at once and tell him the knights have returned. Quickly now. Go!
Okay. Interesting. Would you look at that? Such a perfect, symmetrical, crystalline blade. Isn't that interesting? Where's this Heart of Order? Where is it? Oh, I guess you have to... Oh, okay. Jiggleleg's favor, huh? But who the fuck is Jiggleleg? I guess we'll never find out, ever. Never, ever, ever. We'll never know. Shut up. It'll remain a mystery forever. But you gotta admit, this blade's pretty cool. Perfectly symmetrical in every way. It's not, doesn't do quite as much damage as the Madness sword here, but look at that. I'm sure it looks better in the... I'm sure it looks better in the remastered version of Oblivion. But I mean, like, in concept, it looks pretty cool. Alright. It's back to New Sheoth.
Tell the Dane! Tell the Dane! Khan Sky is wealthy!
Wee! 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 Alright. Now, let's take a look at the sword that we got. Dawnfang. Fancy. Fancy. Impractical, but fancy. I wonder what Nourish Blade does. Oh well, anyway. Let's see Gromik's journal. Oh wow, that's a whole lot. You know what? We'll read that next time. We'll read it next time. Remind me to read Gromik's journal next time. In fact, I'll leave it right here. There we go. Might as well put it in here for now. And then Order Sword can go there too. Alright, we got some madness matrices. So we need to, yeah, get some madness ore out, and then go visit our favorite girl. Cause she owes us a shield.
Well, hello there. It's good to see such a well-equipped individual as yourself around these parts. But you look tired. Carrying all that gear will do that to you. I'd be glad to shoulder some of the burden, relieve you of that expensive stuff. Or is there something else I can take from that? I mean, help you with? Excuse me. I have important things to do.
Babe, who the fuck is this? You've been seeing some other thief behind my back.
Something smooth and sharp. Tradition dictates.
Uh-huh. Jeez. Okay, armor. Here we go. Magic shield.
This shield, like a true friend, is always willing to take a good beating.
Alright, let's take a look. Let's see it. Nice. Nice. Totally overpowered. I mean, I like the rest of this armor, but I don't know how I feel about, like, the shield and stuff. I don't know. And what's this here? Talisman of Abitment. Pretty good amulet for spelunking in, you know, bodies of water and stuff. There we go. Now that's a look. That's certainly a look. There we go. Now we're styling. We are positively styling. We'll leave that off for now. I think we will. I think we can save the. I think we can save the madness ore until we find more of those matrices. I think that's a good idea. I really hope dipshit that we just ran into doesn't find our little hidey hole thing. Okay. Let's drop some of our useless items in here. There we go. Alright. Sheogorath beckons. But before we do that, it might be a good idea, while we still can, to take advantage of some training opportunities. I know this will seem a bit immersion breaking, but shh, just ignore it. Just ignore it. Just ignore it. Just ignore it. We gotta take advantage of the training because it's like free level ups all the time.
Hello there. Way shrines of Arche confer blessings of health.
Braville's the closest place. Hopefully a priest at Braville will be willing to train us in some restoration. Wait, do I even want training in restoration? Or is there another skill I want to prioritize? Destruction's pretty good, but like, I don't know. Heavy armor will, will level up sooner or later. Okay, if we can't find someone to teach us restoration in this town, we'll just go for destruction or whatever. That should be fine. Whee! Hey.
I'm sorry to impose upon you like...
Ew. No. No.
Hello, Evoker. I used to think you were a hero. I can show you some new...
I'm better conjuration than you, so shut up.
I hope I can...
A pleasure. Take care.
It's my pleasure. Goodbye. I hope I can... There's much I can show.
I'm better than you guys at everything. Oh wait, I need to buy soul gems.
Can I interest you in some of my wares?
Let's buy some soul gems. There we go. That should help.
You too.
Well...
You know one place that's guaranteed to have restoration teachers is Anvil. If you'll remember, each county in Cyrodiil specializes in a different branch of magic. Braville we will never have access to ever again because everyone there is dead. And the place will never stop burning. Ever. It'll never end. But anyway. But yeah, Anvil's is restoration. Which I find really sweet. Especially since they have so much aloe vera in these parts.
I hope I can... Can I interest you in some of my wares?
Nah.
Goodbye.
I guess you'll just wait a little bit. Well, what do you think, you guys? We drove 3 completely innocent adventurers to madness. Yay.
It's my pleasure. Pay attention and you can learn.
Son of a bitch.
Take care.
Well... Farewell.
Or maybe it's just, people that sell restoration spells. That might have been it.
Good day. Let's see if we can't...
Son of a bitch.
You too.
Maybe one of the chapels? That's the only one I can think of. Usually they got some priests running around who can do that.
A pleasure. What can I interest you in? Only quality. Bye.
I'm Hassathil, Heinrich Oakenhall's wife.
That's nice.
Be seeing you.
All right, let's try the... Oh, I meant Bruma, not Braville. Listen, they're both 2 syllabers. They're both 2 syllabers. Both 2 syllabers, and they start with BR. Not the worst thing done in this run. Nope, certainly not. Dang dong. Ding dong.
I hope I can help.
You better.
Knowledge is the key to success in
Ugh!
any endeavor.
You people are useless.
Goodbye.
Useless to me.
Good day.
Dang it.
Be
Stupid mother. Friggin' Oblivion trainers compelling me to look for frickin' trainers on the fucking internet and shit. Okay. Let's look this up really quickly. Okay. Come on, you silly thing. There we go. And acrobatics training. Let's scroll all the way down. Speechcraft. Sneak. Security. Restoration. Here we go. Bum. Okay. Alright, so maybe if we check Chaden Hall or Braville. Okay.
Seeing you.
Yeah. All that trash is still out there. Teach me restoration! Do it, you little bitches! I'll find you. I'll find you!
Good day.
Damn it!
Be seeing you.
Get up!
I used to think you were a...
Shut up! Damn it!
Bye.
Fine, I guess I'll wait a little longer.
You've got some nimble fingers.
I am Gruyan. In that capacity, I am pleased to offer advice. You too.
I don't need fucking speechcraft training. I need some fucking restoration. I can't stand you people.
Welcome. Knowledge is power.
Why?
Take care.
I'm going insane. I left the Shivering Isles and yet I'm going insane. Fine, we'll go back to fucking Braville. You know, it shouldn't be this hard to get a hold of a healer in this universe, but it is. It's this difficult. And that just sucks.
Good day. A pleasure. Take care.
Might just be easier to keep casting small healing spells and push your skill up that way. Yeah, I may just have to, like... See, since you get 5 trainings per level up, and you only get 5 trainings per level up, it's prudent to, like, take advantage of each 5, because it's, like, free level ups.
I'm sorry to impose a...
Ugh.
Farewell.
I'll just find some other skill to train in. First skill teacher I can find that teaches, you know, what I'm looking for. First one.
I used to think...
Shut up.
Have a look at my... Be seeing you.
Hello!
Harken for
Damn it. Damn it.
blessings of Julianus upon.
Maybe someone in the Fighters Guild has some training available.
We're looking for recruit.
No.
Take care. We're looking...
No.
You're not afraid of trouble, are you? If you want my...
You suck. You all suck.
Well met. Bye.
Is it too much to ask to find someone who's willing to train me in any skill in this stupid game? Seems like everyone's either at a lower skill level than me, or they're just not anywhere to be found.
Blessings of art.
You wear the shadow. Let's see if we can't teach you a
Damn it.
shadow hide you.
Does anyone see? No, I...
Yeah, shut up.
You've got a lot.
Damn it.
Farewell.
Listen, finding trainers is hard.
The art... You too.
It's my pleasure.
No. Maybe you have something?
Is this Let's see if we can't teach you.
Damn
I'm
all
willing
of
to
you.
teach. Shadow hiding.
What can I do?
All of y'all can go straight into the garbage. I'm going back to the Shivering Isles. Fuck all of you. Fuck. Damn it. Ain't got fucking nothing to teach me. Each time I get out of there and back into Cyrodiil, I can only imagine that the Breville Guard thinks I am getting progressively more and more insane. Also, have you ever noticed how very orderly the castle in New Sheoth looks? Uncharacteristically orderly, you might say. But anyway, we can't find any trainers that are worth a damn. Because Nirn is full of inept jackasses who won't take my money. So I'm just gonna...
I see you've returned. How exciting for you. I believe you have some news for Lord Sheogorath. Perhaps you should be speaking with him instead of illuminating me with your presence.
Okay. Hello?
Well now, what news do you have to report?
I was attacked by knights.
So soon? Not a surprise, I suppose. We'll get to that later. No need to burden your little brain with it now.
Uh-huh.
And Zedilian, since you're standing here, I assume you've succeeded. Or you're terribly confused, or really lacking in good judgment.
Zedilian functions once more.
Wonderful! Time for a celebration! Cheese for everyone!
Cheese for everyone!
Right, scratch that. Cheese for no one. That can be just as much of a celebration if you don't like cheese, true? You've run a maze like a good little rat, but no cheese for you yet. Oh, well, maybe a little.
Cheese?
I've granted you a new spell, the ability to summon Haskell, my Chamberlain, to aid you in your travels.
Oh my god.
He knows a lot. More than he knows.
Oh my god.
In fact, give it a try. Summon our friend to you now. I'll wait.
I am sure Lord Sheogorath will be... I believe you have some news.
Yeah!
Our Lord has granted you the power to summon me. How wonderful for me. When summoned, I can offer advice on your current endeavor. I imagine it's up to you what to do with my wisdom.
Can you carry my gear?
Do try to use your power sparingly. I have duties to which I must attend. Rather
Can
more
you repair my
important
gear?
than shepherding you around, I'm sure.
Can you carry my gear, though?
Isn't that that a hoot? I love it myself. Best part of being a Daedric prince, really. Go ahead. Try it again. He loves it.
Ah, summoned again. My lord does so enjoy that, as is his prerogative. I'll assume you're done for now.
Poof, what do you need? Poof, what do you need? Poof, what do you need?
Good, good. You'll need all the help you can get if you're going to defeat Jiggalag and stop the Grey March.
What's a Jiggalag?
Oh, don't expect to summon dear Haskell anywhere but in the realm.
Okay.
He dislikes leaving my presence. I get that sometimes.
What's a Jiggalag?
The Daedric Prince of Order. Or biscuits. No, order. And not in a good way. Bleak, colorless, dead, boring!
Uh-huh.
And not a fan of my work, I can tell you. Hates it, hates me. A bit single-minded, if you take my meaning. You've seen his knights. Not the warm and cuddly sort. Not a bit of original thought in their lifeless husks. So, you're going to help me stop him.
Am I? Am I really?
Again with the niggling little details. Hold your tongue, or I will.
Okay.
We'll get to that, all in due time. For now, you've got other work to do.
What's the job? Oh yeah, what's the Grey March?
An event. A movement. An apocalypse of sorts. Happens every era, at the end of every era. Which is to say, now.
Uh-oh.
The Grey March comes and Jiggalag walks. Or runs. Never skips, sidles, or struts. Mostly he just destroys everything around him.
Okay. What would you ask of me now?
Ask? Ask? I don't ask! I tell! This is my realm, remember? My creation, my place, my rules! Look at you! No concept of what you've stumbled into. No sense of place. You don't even really know where you are, do you? I suppose few really do, but that's beside the point. We're going to give you a taste of where you found yourself. You're going to learn.
Learn what?
2 halves, 2 rulers, 2 places. Meet and greet. Do what they will, so you know what they're about.
Okay.
The Duke of Mania and the Duchess of Dementia. Seek them out and let them show you what New Sheoth is. You might be surprised.
Really?
Once you understand what my realm is, you might understand why it's important to keep it intact.
Because we can't
Maybe
house
you'll
them
make some
anywhere
friends
else.
along the way. That's always nice. The Duchess of Dementia. Ever wary, ever worried. A prisoner in her own house, in a way. And a delightful conversationist, really. A bit harder to meet than Thetan.
No, I don't remember her
Consider
either.
making an appointment.
In fact, I don't recall there ever being a duchess. Or was it a duke? Or was it a princess?
The long-reigning Duke of Mania. A master of merriment, if you will. Or if you won't. I suspect it wouldn't matter to him. Seen them about, have you? Odd things. They've always been here, but they're not of here, if you take my meaning.
I don't.
You'll see those Knights of Order around them during the Grey March. Drawn to them like flies to honey, or rotting flesh.
I thought he said
Ever
thighs
wonder
to
why
honey.
flies like both? Best not to ask.
Tell me a little bit more about your realm.
The Isles! The Isles! A wonderful place! Except when it's horrible. Then it's horribly wonderful. Good for a visit. Or for an eternity.
Uh-huh.
Yes? Speaking to me? Well, I'm he. He's me. And others as well. Or they were, weren't they?
Anything else about your dominion here?
Ah, New Sheath. My home away from places that aren't my home. The current location is much better than some of the prior ones, don't you think?
I guess so. I wouldn't really know, sir. Grey March.
It's Jiggalad's time, and not a good time at all. You're going to help me stop it. First, though, you need to get your feet wet.
I don't want to. I got good shoes on.
I can't expect you to save the place if you don't even understand it. So speak to my dukes, learn about mania and dementia. Try not to die.
No, I'm willing. Yeah, I'm willing to bet that this guy. I'm willing to bet that this guy has a lot of talking lice on his head, depending on his mood.
Another Daedric prince. Not a nice one. I don't think any of the other princes like him, actually. I mean, Malakath is more popular at parties. And Malakath is not popular at parties.
Okay.
Ta, come visit again, or I'll pluck out your eyes.
The lice don't itch. He itches them, actually. He itches them. Whee! Whee!
Oh!
Yes? Do you require assistance?
Hi, Haskill.
I shall await further summons. No doubt you will have need of me.
We're gonna need to summon him at every possible opportunity. Yeah, jump it. Jump. Jump. Huh. Hello.
What we do here is our own business. Don't interfere.
God, that's like a libertarian slogan.
See you.
Tonight's duel should be good. Stay and watch.
Duel?
See you later.
I guess we'll figure out what a duel is some other time. You referring to Haskill, the dapper fellow that seems to not care much for his job, but, you know, weathers it like a gentleman?
Could you please get some more aqua nostrum from Knotty Bramble for me?
Bitch, you need more meds? Fine.
Oh, you're too kind. Here is the...
Okay, wait. I want to hear that whole thing. I was not expecting her to start yep. There's only one yapper in this stream, and it's me!
I'm sorry to trouble you again, but I think the cure has worn off. I feel the cold grasp of death sneaking up on me once more. Could you please get some more aqua nostrum from Knotty Bramble for me? Oh!
God.
If you... Take care.
Alright. It's time for us to level up. Level 29. 1, 2. Very good. And, yeah, that's good. That's good. Nice. Let's restore some luck if we can. Really? No restore luck? There we go. Does he kill Lauhers? I'm not sure who that is.
Yes? Do you require assistance? A glorious existence, truly.
Laughter. Oh, he kills laughter. I mean, I suppose so. He doesn't seem to smile or laugh a whole lot, but that doesn't mean he's incapable of it.
Yes?
I love doing that. Alright, let's, you know what, let's take the Order Sword with us. Just for fun. Might need this. Okay. We gotta go find the crazy bitch some more meds. Ah, crap. Okay. Maybe... blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Liquid solution. And where did we go next time? Last time, Naughty Bramble. Okay. We're going to that place. There's not enough plants on the planet to make meds for this place. There's not a medicine in the world. Oh my, these bitches are extra today. You know what? Fuck this. Forget you. All right. Let's just go to where we were last time. We're gonna have to wander around a little. Skooma. Skooma is a wonderful thing. Don't even have time to fight all these bastards. Okay. Now I see it. Okay. Got it. I'll take these. So rude. There we go. Excuse you. Run away. Yep. There we go. Easy and done. Easily done. It really depends. I think for the purposes of like stream chats, it might be more akin to emotes, but I'm sure you could use the terms interchangeably. Sneakity, sneakity, sneak. Damn it. Okay. We may just have to run all the way back. Hopefully we won't have to do that. Ugh, the things I do for people. Honestly. Obelisk. I wonder if it does anything. Eh. What did that do? Yes, Susan designed all of the emotes personally. She drew them by hand. They are her emojis, emotes, things. Okay. And stop. All right, you stupid idiot. I got your snake oil cure. Emoja.
Did you bring back my Aqua Nostrum?
Yes, idiot.
Thank you so much again. Here is a small bit of change for your time.
One of these days, woman. Straight to the moon.
Food helps keep you healthy. For most people, anyway. Take care.
You know what? Let's head over to the Duke of Mania. We might as well. We might as well say hello to one of the ruling bodies of this place. I wonder what putting that Order Heart into the obelisk was supposed to do. If only you could create a teleportation spell. Not in this game! At least not with the mods I have. Ooh, focus crystal. Focusing. Ooh, replica gatekeeper head. Nice little trophies we're collecting.
Why, look who's here. You. How about that?
Wee. Alright, let's talk to the Duke of Mania. Let's see what he's like.
Blessings of the Mad God.
Oh, no.
May all your days be filled with enlightenment and mirth.
Hey, guys. I'm looking for the Duke. Hello.
Welcome to the House of Mania.
Thanks, I guess. I think he was the guy that was painting. If I recall correctly. If there was in fact a painter in this place. Ooh, swamp wine. Well, someone was painting at some point. There he is. Hello, Duke Sir.
Ah, yes, there you are. You couldn't imagine how long I've been waiting for you. So little to do and so much time. Could you, in fact, imagine just how long I've been waiting?
No.
I don't think you could, but I might be wrong. I might also not care. Which is it?
You don't care.
Don't I? I thought I did. But then I also thought that you would be heavier. Look at you. You're light as a chair.
Thank you.
How
I work
do
out.
You walk around like that? It's all the same to me. Either way. All of it. Nothing is right without the chalice. Have you ever used it?
No.
No, of course not. You simply must.
Okay.
You just have to try it. It'll change your world, expand your horizons.
Uh-huh.
Contracting leads to expanding, you know. Well, most of the time. Oh, so you've heard of it?
No.
You haven't heard of it, yet you know its name? What a strange creature you are. One of my favorite toys.
You can't suggest a game if you donate on coffee.
Creativity. Well, not by itself, but it helps. Those Elytra, clever little bugs that they are. Is this making sense? Look, you eat the Feldew, then use the chalice, and find the world a much brighter and happier place. Honest. But I don't
just
have
a sec.
it, so I can't eat Feldew, because that would just be bad. I mean, really bad. Damn her.
Who?
We hold on to fleeting things, even as we slip. I knew, and yet I indulged myself anyway. I indulged her a fair bit, too. It was passion. It was forbidden. Oh, the things that would be said if word got out. That made it all the more delicious. From Dementia's own court, no less. Scandalous. Fatal, perhaps. But passion makes no accommodation for self-preservation.
Uh-huh. Do I know her?
Don't you? If you don't, you might. You wouldn't fall for her, though. Not the type.
What happened?
Opposites repel, strangely enough. All that pleasure and pain locked away now, as if it never happened.
Oh.
Unfortunately, the chalice is locked away as well. I have no wish to retrieve it myself, but fetching it might do you some good. My head is positively throbbing now. Can you see it? I need to lie down. Find someone to tell you the rest of the story. Get the chalice.
All right. Well, I think now's about a good time to call it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you had a good time traversing through the Shivering Isles and finally making a little bit of progress in the story. My next stream will be not this Saturday, but the Saturday after. We will be going back to Deltarune and hopefully finishing up Chapter 4. If you like this video and want to support the channel, you can like and subscribe. There's a few avenues with which you can financially support the channel. And if you make a donation on Ko-fi, you also have the option to suggest a game that I might play in the future. And with that being said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Bye!